So good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Isabel. As we begin, we wish to acknowledge the land on which the Isabel and Queens are situated. For thousands of years, it has been the traditional land of the Haudenosaunee and the Anishinaabe. Today, this meeting place is still the home to many Indigenous peoples from across Turtle Island. And we are grateful to have the opportunity to work and create on this land. So welcome, I'm Gordon Smith. I'm the director of the Isabel. I'm so happy to be here and sharing the 10th anniversary season with you. Thank you. The season has been curated around the theme of inspiration and alliances to celebrate inspirational retrospectives from the past 10 years and to explore perspectives for future programming. So we have 5 series, and I'm going to walk you through the 5 of them. The first is the Virtuosi Soloist series. The second is the Ensemble series. The third is the Spotlight series. The fourth is a new Friday night series, we're calling it. And the fifth is the Children's series. The Isabel's strategic priorities of indigenization, equity, diversity, inclusion, anti-racism, and accessibility are woven throughout the 24-25 program. So to begin, this is not, there we go. So we have 5 fantastic Virtuosi Soloist concerts at the Isabel this coming year. These can be purchased through a subscription. So the first of these, Misha Dichter. Pianist Misha Dichter is making his Isabel debut. He's now in the 6th decade of his distinguished international career. He specializes in music from the Russian Romantic School and the German classical style. His program will include works by Brahms, Schubert, and Debussy. Another Isabel debut next season will be by American violinist Melissa White, founding member of the Grammy Award-winning Harlem Quartet. Melissa White will be performing alongside Indian-American pianist Pallavi Mahadara. This is an exciting collaborative duo who will perform works by Amy Beach, Fritz Kreisler, and Brahms. Returning favorite, so many of you have asked, when is Bruce Liu going to come back? Can he come back? Well, yes, he is coming back. I'm pleased to tell you that. He's coming back next year. First prize winner of the 18th Chopin Piano Competition in 2021 in Warsaw. Don't have details of Bruce's program at the moment, but it promises to be exciting. He will most definitely play music from the Romantic repertoire and possibly Ravel and Rameau. He's been doing recording projects on music by those composers. It's not okay, another Isabel debut here is the German-French cellist Nicholas Alsted. Praised as one of the most sought-after and versatile artists today, Nicholas is partnering with Fazıl Say, Turkish pianist and composer, in a program that features one of Fazıl Say's compositions, in addition to works by Britten, Barber, and Brahms. Promises to be a terrific concert as well. And then the 5th in the soloist series is a favorite of the Isabel. Returning will be Angela Hewitt, who will perform the J.S. Bach's Goldberg Variations and what will be the 50th anniversary of her first performance of this iconic work. So we have 5 ensemble concerts at the Isabel, which can also be purchased through a subscription. The first of these is Michelle Kahn and the Amani Winds. Michelle Kahn is one of the most sought-after pianists of her generation. She is known for performing a variety of concert repertoire, including featuring recital programs of works by Black women composers. Michelle will be joined in this concert by the Grammy Award-winning wind quintet, the Amani Winds. Both Michelle Kahn and the Amani Winds are based at the Curtis Institute of Music in Philadelphia. Their program will feature works by Francis Poulenc, American-Vietnamese composer Viet Quang, and Valerie Coleman, who's the flutist and founder of the Amanuenses. Another Isabel favorite coming back will be Les Violons du Roi, who returns to the Isabel on the occasion of their 40th season. And this concert will also feature two amazing singers. They are bringing with them Baroque soprano Karina Gauvin and contralto Marie-Nicole Lemieux. This promises to be a terrific concert. They will perform solos and duets from the Baroque period. Making their Isabel debut will be the Vienna String Quartet, currently in residence at the Chamber Music Society of Lincoln Center, Bauer's program. The quartet will be joined in this concert by star classical guitarist Milos. The program explores the themes of migration and immigration with works by Vivaldi, Piazzolla, the Beatles, and more. Good. Voices 8, the popular 2023 Grammy Award-winning British vocal ensemble, comes to the Isabel next year in a program that includes seasonal repertoire featuring works by Pretorius, Rachmaninoff, and others, as well as arrangements by John Rutter and Blake Morgan. Their concert is in December, next December. And the edgy Finnish string quartet, Metaphor, makes their Isabel debut in a program with works by Leos Janicek, Sally Beamish, and Robert Schumann. As their name might suggest, Metaphor is known for blurring musical styles and genre boundaries, so this could be a string quartet concert and much more. When you combine both the virtuosi soloist and ensemble subscriptions, you get the best value. If you were a subscriber last year, you can renew your subscriptions today, and our team will be in the lobby after this presentation to help you. You get the best perks when you are a subscriber at the Isabel, such as best seats, best prices, keep your same seats year after year, early access to single tickets, and more. So the third series is the Artist Spotlight Concerts. We have 12 in this series, so I'll go through them here. The first is the National Youth Orchestra. We're delighted to welcome the NYO back for their third residency at the Isabel this coming summer between June 18th and July 18th. They are going to be led this year by Naomi Wu, the first woman conductor of the NYO in the history of the orchestra. The NYO's repertoire this year will include beloved classics such as Bartók's Concerto for Orchestra, Sibelius's Symphony No. 2, Charles Ives' The Unanswered Question, and Paul Hindemith's Symphonic Metamorphosis of themes by Carmel Maria von Weber. The kickoff concert for their tour will be here in the Isabel on July 18th. The first concert in the season beginning in the fall will be, this is a terrific one, I was really pleased to get this. Diantha Edmonds, who is a trained classical singer and an Inuk classical singer who does a lot of work on her own Inuk heritage, will be sharing original selections from her award-winning Indigenous classical album called Inuit Connections. She's performing this alongside one of Canada's finest chamber music ensembles, the New Orford String Quartet. And accompanying Diantha will be throat singers Sylvia Cloutier and Nancy Mike. Soon after this concert, we're delighted to welcome back Jeremy Dutcher to the Isabel stage with a new band and pivotal new music. He'll be singing selections from his recent album. In that concert, September 20th, which is the date of Jeremy's concert, will mark 10 years to the day that the Isabel opened its doors to the public. It's an important point, obviously, to be mindful of. Megumi Misaki is a pianist, multimedia, and interdisciplinary performing artist. The title of her program here is Hearing Ice. And Hearing Ice is an ongoing project of Megumi's that is based on dialogue, positive social and environmental change through sharing stories, and new piano and multimedia works. She works with elders, knowledge keepers, scientists, youth activists, teachers, ice truck drivers, animals, artists, musicians, people living off the land, and ice. This promises to be a really interesting, engaging performance. She's a terrific musician and artist. We are delighted to welcome London's The Kingdom Choir in their debut performance to the Isabel. Drawing from various Christian traditions, the group is dedicated to creating a sound that reflects the community they share through their energy and enthusiastic performances. They performed Stand By Me at the royal wedding of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle in 2018. Since then, the choir's infectious joy and spirit has taken them around the world. Making their Isabel debut as well will be this period, this historical period group, Près de votre oreille, which means close to your ear in English. The program is called Blessed Echoes, and it will be a fresco of Elizabethan songs, including homage to the great 17th century of the English musical tradition of lute music. The performance will feature Renaissance lute, viola da gamba, virginal, and citern, as well as singing. In returning to the Isabel, another favorite, Branford Marsalis, he performed here several years ago. The NEA Jazz Master, 3-time Grammy Award winner, returns to the Isabel with his formidable quartet. Branford is truly someone who is not only rightly considered jazz royalty, but is a musician whose career has encompassed many different genres and aspects of being a professional musician. From his work with Sting and the Grateful Dead, to being a band leader with Jay Leno, to composing music for Broadway, to his long-running and incredibly musical jazz quartet, Branford's career is a true standout, and we're happy to be able to have him again next year. The program, Tales of Atlantic Freedom, was curated by mezzo-soprano Andrea Baker in collaboration with composer Howard Moody and artistic director John Paul McGrorty. This is a production that celebrates and highlights African diasporic narratives from their musical living cultures of folk, blues, jazz, psalm singing, and opera. Themes of emancipation are highlighted in a program of spirituals, jazz, blues, gospel, and opera. Branford Marsalis' and Andrea Baker's concerts take place next February, which of course is Black History and Futures Month. The Isabel is thrilled to welcome the Vancouver Chamber Choir for their debut performance and residency next March. They will be here for 3 days, and they will do a performance here on the third day that they are here. Next March will be kind of a West Coast month because the next group that we're having is also from Vancouver. For the first time, we are thrilled to welcome the Vancouver Symphony, making another Isabel debut. A great program here. They will be performing Brahms' Violin Concerto, Shostakovich's Symphony No. 5, and a new piece by Marcus Goddard, Mountain Visions, featuring mezzo-soprano Marion Newman, whom some of you may know from Saturday Afternoon at the Opera, among other things. And for a completely different orchestra, we are delighted to welcome the Ukulele Orchestra of Great Britain for the first time to the Isabel. This is a brilliantly musical and entertaining ensemble known for their witty, quirky, irreverent, joyful, foot-stomping combination of rock and roll and melodious light entertainment. They are absolutely terrific. They sell out everywhere they go, and we're really fortunate to have them next year. And for the final concert of the 24-25 season, we couldn't let the season go by without this one. We are delighted to welcome back Tafel Music, a true Isabel favorite. This concert is dedicated to the Isabel's beloved former director, Trisha Baldwin, and will feature music by Corelli, Bach, Telemann, and Vivaldi. So you can create your own customized season with all these shows by purchasing a Flex package. This year you could choose 5 shows, get 5% off, choose 10 and get 10% off, and choose 15 and get 15% off. Single tickets and Flex packages are available to the public on July 24th, and subscribers will get early access on July 10th. flex packages are different from subscriptions. Or just a little context here. As many of you will know, one of the jewels of the Isabel is what has been known as the rehearsal hall. In addition to being a valued rehearsal space, the rehearsal hall has become increasingly recognized as a wonderful performance space. Reflecting this shift to a dual purpose, I'm really pleased to share with you that the rehearsal hall has been renamed to the Karen Hitchcock Recital Hall. In this spirit, we are launching a Friday night series next year of 4 shows in this space, featuring local and community artists working in folk, indie, and pop musical idioms. All tickets for these shows will be $20. The first of these is the indie rock group Tiny Horse, led by guitarist and vocalist Kira Roberts and Ray Corcoran. Their performances are equal parts small-town queer cabaret, 70s folk and rock rapture. Second up will be the Kingston band Cassador, featuring Cameron Wyatt and Boris Baker and Stephen Adubafor. The band has shared stages with the Arkells, Judy Tulk, the Sam Roberts Band, and the Glorious Sons, among others. The third of the Friday night series will feature Alex Mundy. Alex is a roots pop artist with a voice that has been hailed as raw and powerful. In 2019, she was selected as one of the winners of the Isabel's YGK Emerging Musician Competition. And the fourth of the Friday night series will showcase Chris Brown, a Canadian singer-songwriter and multi-instrumentalist who now calls Wolf Island home. He has accompanied dozens of notable musicians on stage, including the Bare Naked Ladies, the Tragically Hip, and B.B. King, among others. He will be joined in this performance at the Isabel by Kate Fenner and Tony Shear. So we have 2 exciting kids shows next year. The first of these is Shoestring Opera. This show is based on Mozart's famous opera, The Magic Flute. Through the power of music and the magic of make-believe, Allegra and Papageno embark on an adventure of sharing and self-discovery. A really fun show for children. It's less than an hour long. The second one is a beloved Canadian children's music duo, Splash and Boots. We're really pleased to have them performing at the Isabel, a children's show next year as well. And then this season we have 2 visual arts events. These are special events, so I'd like to mention here they're part of the season. They're both free. The first of these is an exhibition titled My Experiments in Hope by Evan Sharma. Evan is an undergraduate student actually here at Queen's in biosciences. He's an amazing visual artist who's doing all kinds of incredible work. This exhibition speaks to that. His exhibit envisions the future of iconic landscapes contingent on global adoption of green technologies. He'll also give an interactive artist talk in the hall here, showcasing his artistic practice. Second is we are pleased to host the Isabel and Alfred Bader Lecture in European Art by Dr. Stephanie Porras from Tulane University here in the Performance Hall next November. This is in partnership with Agnes, which is closed for expansion for nearly 2 years, as most of you probably know. So this talk considers the central role of Dutch artists, artwork, and material goods played in the Americas, presenting an alternative view to the colonial Americas. Okay, so we are excited to offer, I'm finished the season, just a few little things here, not insignificant. We are excited to offer these 3 new supports, I'm calling them, for audiences and artists. The theme of priority of accessibility, remember. Co-check, free. Free merch commission for artists. This is really in the spirit of helping artists who really need it in this post-pandemic era. This is a small thing we can do. And then, of course, our all-time favorite, free parking. Not all the time, but you know what I'm talking about. Okay, good. So you can pick up your brochure in the lobby today. Renewing subscribers can head to the box office tables in the lobby to pick up their packages right away, and the box office staff is out there to answer any questions you may have about the way the tickets work and so on. So thank you for coming this afternoon. As you can see, this is a bold and ambitious 10th season program, and your support in whatever form it takes is incredibly important to making it a success. So thank you so much. So part 2 is that way. You can ask me questions out there.